Welcome to Kelley Park in San Jose. This is hole one, deep tee pad, going to the deepest position. It's about 350 feet. Out of bounds is parking lot all along the right side. That cherry blossom tree, just behind that and to the right of it, all the way up to the pin, to about 20 feet to the pin is out of bounds. Play, you have a forehand, low shot that kind of skips underneath the trees. That gets up to the basket, or maybe a backhand turnover. You can either do a backhand turnover low through the trees or one high up over the parking lot. I'm gonna try to do one high up over the parking lot. I think that's safe. That's significantly right of the target. I didn't get enough height for it to flex back. This is a note for any first-time players at Kelley Park. Make sure you do not park in the parking lot closest to the one basket, because your car would potentially get hit. This is the out of bounds I was talking about. That's the cherry blossom tree, and that's all the out of bounds. So I definitely pulled mine right. You can see the basket right there, and then my disc is probably 70 feet wide. We'll see if I have a view to the pin. Relatively blocked out. Have a low ceiling gap to hit here. Just gonna do a little forehand flick to try to get it inside circle one to tap in for par. Threw it a little too low. The high grass, I was trying to just clear that high grass to hit the dead area to get a skip, and I just threw it a little too soft, so it hit the high grass and slowed down. We'll see what I got for par. Not too bad result, got about 20 feet to par. So I just switched my putters out literally last night because I was putting poorly, and obviously it's the putter's fault, not my fault. So I expect to make this judge. Relatively new. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Pretty good putt. A little left where I was aiming, but I'll take it. Hole two, about 330 feet. It's not the white basket. It's a deeper basket tucked in that cove. You might be able to see it over there just to the left of that first bush on the right. Play for me is I'm gonna play a vault, try to throw a nice straight shot and let it finish to the left. There's a couple guardian trees just to the right of the basket, trying to skip past it between the two to protect the basket. Hold it. Just a little too far right. I was trying to start it at that dead tree, and I started about 20 feet right of the dead tree. So this is the basket you can see from the tee. This is that guardian tree. That's the dead tree I was trying to start it at. This is the window I was trying to hit to get to the basket. Just skip in here. And you see I just missed it a little bit to the right. Pretty good look though. Probably got about 25, 30 feet for par, or birdie. Let's see if the judge can go 2 for 2. Kind of a funky spot. There's a mole hole right here in this branch, so I'm gonna go straddle. Thought I had it. Nice little roll away. We'll see where I ended up. So I started playing disc golf basically in January of 2022. I played like one time in the summer of, I think, 2018. In Boise, I was visiting a friend, and we saw some people at a park playing disc golf. And hey, it looks pretty cool. So we picked up some disc to play in sports. Played one time, we're absolutely terrible, but had a good time. Came back to San Jose and played a course near me, and I got the worst poison oak I've ever had. So I didn't play again until the summer of 2022, when my friend from Boise moved out to San Jose, and we were like, hey, let's try some disc golf. Hole 3 and 4 at Kelley Park are newer holes. I think they added them about 8 months ago. And I think they added a lot to the course. This is a fun little tunnel shot. This is where I learned how to do a hyzer flip. For the first 5 months, I could not throw the disc further than 150 feet down that fairway without it crashing into a tree or sliding out one side or the other of the fairway. So shot, hyzer flip. I think it plays about 310 feet. I have an Essence here. Just gonna try to start a little hyzer. Try to keep it low the entire time because low ceiling. A little higher than I wanted. Started on a little too much hyzer. Okay, not great. Got about a 40-footer for birdie up against the fence. Give the judge another shot. I'm expecting big things. Hole 4, about 310 feet. Out of bounds is path and to the left. You have these trees protecting the left side of the fairway. You have some trees protecting the right side. I think you have it a forehand flex to shot up the middle. Other options, you could do a hyzer flip up the middle, I do a high turnover. So I'm gonna start it over out of bounds and have it turn back in. Oh, just not quite enough turn. Probably looking edge of circle look. Yeah, I think it's about right at the edge of circle. There's a bird. I'll take that. Maybe that's a little longer. 35, 38 feet. Good putt. 1 under. Par 4, about 680 feet. It looks like a tight gap, but there's actually a lot of space out and to the right if you get past this first guardian tree. You don't want to finish too far left because you can get cut out on your second shot. My shot, I use cloud breaker. I throw it hard, slight turnover, try to have a finish out in the opening, so then I have a look to the green. That's too far left, that's not good. Early release, we'll see how I look from there, but not looking promising. So I ended up getting lucky. This is a short tee pad right there. This is that tree that you probably saw from the tee box. I ended up passing all the garbage on the left, sorry. So that's all stuff on the left, and my disc is right up over there. So that's looking promising. This is where you want to be though. On that right side, it's wide open. Nice little landing area. I forgot to mention too, this is one of the few par 4s on this course. Right now in this setup, it's all long tees, long baskets, and there's only 2 par 4s on this course. This one sometimes plays a par 3 if they play to one of the shorter baskets. I think that white basket, I think you can see somewhere over there. Or if you play from the short tees. Let's see if I can get up and down for the bird. I used to absolutely hate this hole when I first started playing because I could only throw it 200, 250 feet. And there's just so much stuff off the tee pad that you have to clear in order to have a look. And then you just felt like this hole just went on forever in this deep position. Now I think it's a really cool hole. It takes a demanding tee shot, something that finishes to the right, and you got to push it past 300 feet if you're going to go left in the air, like carry these trees, which I luckily did. I'm about 355, 360 feet down here. And now you have a cool approach shot to the green. You got a couple guardian trees, that big one you can see, and then you have a couple more on the right side. So you can either go a hyzer and try to go over it, hyzer, find a gap through it. You can do a turnover, a backhand turnover, you can do a forehand, or you can do something straight at it. I'm gonna try that backhand turnover like I tried on 1 with the nuke. I'm about 340 feet, so throw it out to the left, have it fade, and then drop right next to the basket, hopefully make a par. Hopefully make a bird. Flex back, flex back. I think that should be pretty good. I threw it a little bit too high, probably a little nose up, so I think it might be a little short, but should be inside circle. So here's the basket, and here are these guardian trees I was talking to you about. That's that big one you can see from the fairway, and this is protecting the right side of the green. So pretty cool hole. And you got this tree that has these low limbs that protect the basket, so you have to have a pretty accurate approach shot to get a look. And it looks like I absolutely parked my shot from 340, so definitely happy about that. Woo, a little left of where I wanted, but I'll take it. 2 down. This is hole 6, pretty cool hole. Used to be super easy because that was the tee pad, just straight shot the middle. And now you're looking at a lot of these protective trees. You could try a hyzer through that gap, but it's pretty tight. Or you could do a forehand out to the left, or a backhand turnover, which I'm gonna do. Well, here's the result of my backhand turnover play. It just kept drifting on me. I should have started a little bit wider, or maybe threw a little bit flatter to start. Probably about 40 feet, don't really have a shot, just gonna pitch out. And I brought the wrong disc. That was very fortunate. I brought the wrong disc. I thought it was gonna be easy. Forehand flick out, but there was a branch in the way, so I kind of had to make do with the zone when I was probably would have done a light backhand turnover. Kelley Park used to be an orchard, and yeah, you can see that in this hole, right? You have all these trees, close proximity to each other. It looks very even. Very cool driving hole. This is again one of those holes that was very challenging when I first started out because there's not really much spot to go. My shot now is a high stall out on the right side and have it finish to the left. Basket's about 350, straight up the gut. Other option you could do is a forehand flex and have it finish to the left. The key is those big guardian trees on the right, you have to push past those If you don't, you're just in jail. There's tons of small little trees that protect the basket from that angle. So if you don't get over those trees, you're probably looking at bogey. That's done. That's not good. Pulled it and it was too low. Thankfully it didn't hit those trees. So I'm at the guardian trees. And so if you hit one of these trees, typically it's dropped to the ground right about here. And so you have all these little small trees in the way of the basket. So definitely don't want to hit those trees on the right. This is a good reminder to buy discs based partially on color, because this mint green disc blended in extremely well with the ground. Gonna be doing a patent pending bird. Put it online and hope it holds it. Hoping to end up in this area. Just gotta miss this tree on the right. I'm okay if I hit this one because it's inside circle one. Turned it over a little bit more than I want, but great result. I'm not sure if it's the same for you guys, but every time I play disc golf and I'm wearing shorts, I feel like I end up with a new scrape. Like right now I'm looking, I'm like, when the heck did that happen? I have no idea, but that's definitely fresh. That must have happened a couple days ago, but don't remember it. It's just, you get these little cuts and stuff, either on your ankles or your shins, or maybe even your hands, right? You're going through trees. I had one the other day, yeah, right there on my hand. I don't even see it. Yeah, right there. And I have no idea when it happened. All I know is playing disc golf and all of a sudden I was bleeding. Well, I guess it's part of the game. Hole 8, another par 3. This is another one of those holes they added in the last 8 months or so. So 3 and 4 they added, and they added this 8. I think this used to be called 5A. Those used to be called 2A, 2B, but now they've integrated within the system. So this is hole 8. Cool hole. You got that big tree on the right. That stuff eats up trees. If you hit that, it's gonna get stuck in there more than likely. On the left, you have path, and left is OB. You have a creek down there that's flowing pretty steadily. So if you're going left, you're probably losing a disc. And those trees on the left side love to hit your disc down and drop it on the path for OB stroke. Basket straight in front of you. They added 2 new locations to this basket in the last 2 months to make it much more interesting. Before it was a 260-foot shot just behind that one dead tree in the middle. And then they have a couple guardian bushes right behind it. They put a couple baskets behind it now. So now this hole is playing 315 in its current location. Shot for me is gonna be a hex. So straight shot, straight with a little turn and then finish. I'm hoping to finish short and right of the basket because that's the most open look to getting a birdie on this hole. That's too high, gotta sit soft. It's short. Okay, that's safe. I was worried with that much height it was gonna fade out to the left. That's my first time actually throwing hex on this hole. Normally I play with something faster, but I always end up going long right, and you're just blocked out if you go right at all. So if you miss, you definitely wanna miss short of the basket versus right when it's in its deeper position. Like this is the second position in deep, and then second and third deepest position, you can't end up right of the basket, otherwise you're blocked off. So the first position's right over here. Second position you see, third position's maybe another 30 feet behind it. This is definitely a better spot to be. That wasn't a great shot, but I'm only 60 feet out and it's unobstructed. Let's give it a go. Still working on my jump putts. So that's where I was. This is the spot for basket 1. These are those 2 guardian bushes. This is the spot I was trying to land in. So just short right of the basket. It has you a nice look, but if you go right at all, like I always end up in this region over there, and you're just completely blocked out with low ceiling. And then you're also looking at OB long, so it's just a very tough putt. I'll take a par after that drive. So this is what pin high on the right looks like. And again, remind you, you have OB long. And the further right you go, the more obstructions you have. I've definitely finished up over here before, and now you're completely blocked out with OB long in the basket. Good luck with that. Reminder, this is a 1-hole course. We're not quite halfway there. Par 3, this is in the B position. It's 320 feet. Shots, forehand, flex around to the left, or backhand turnover, or what I've been doing recently is that high, straight at the basket, turnover, to have it drop right on top of the basket. One thing to note is the grass is very long today, and that's just because we've had a lot of rain in Northern California. The first 9 months I played this course, it didn't rain at all, and so it was dead. And so you had more opportunities for playing low, skipping shots, but not too many opportunities for that today. Going again with that Zeus, hoping for a shot like I had on 5, the par 4, the second shot. Started too far left. That's not a good shot. Hey, look, I'm close to the basket. Wait, that was the last hole's basket. You know, it's not good when you end up closer to the last hole's basket than the current hole's basket. So I was just talking about that long grass. It's definitely gonna make this shot more challenging. Dead grass, you can normally just skip it up to the left-hand side, but now you gotta be more precise in the height. I'm still gonna try a zone forehand flick out to the left, have it fade up next to the basket. That was higher than I would have liked. I was about 6 inches from hitting one of those branches and dropping dead down. I was so worried about the long grass, I ended up throwing a little long because I threw it too high. Probably looking about a 20-footer. Gonna do a straddle just for fun. Maybe 23 feet. Maybe it was actually 33 feet. Bogey. Back to -1. Hole 10, par 3. I think it plays about 320 feet. This is a tough driving hole though. Get that big bushy tree right in the middle of the path. A couple smaller trees that just obstruct any sort of straight shot. Options: forehand out to the left, have it drop in. Backhand, hyzer, have it flex back. Issues though, that path on the left is OB, and it gets tighter to the basket the further up there you get. On the right, you have this line of trees where if you end up in the line of trees or on the other side, you're completely blocked out. So a hyzer, if it catches the top of the tree and drops down, you're not looking good. And it finishes too hard into the trees, you're not looking good. I'm gonna try for that high turnover that I tried on the last hole, right at that big bushy tree. Have it fade over to the right line of trees and then drop down right, short left of the basket, I'm hoping. Come back, come back. Keep coming. Short, but not bad. I ended up parking the close basket, but now I'm looking at about 45, 50 feet with these obstructions in my way. I'm just gonna try to float up a little forehand, understable putter, proxy, see if I can get it close. That was terrible. Just all bad. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. You can find the last 11 holes in the next video. These course walkthroughs are something that I was looking forward when I was first starting playing disc golf, and honestly, when I'm going to new courses, I'm still looking for it. So please let me know any feedback or comments you have, because I think this is useful and I want to do a better job doing this. So until then, enjoy playing disc golf.